Happy Tuesday, teachers. I am Jen Cadell with AdventuresForYoungExplorers.com. I have been teaching live virtual online classes for about 4 years now to students in K through 12. And today's helpful tip is I want to encourage you guys to use your class time with your students, not just as a time to continue their education during this challenging time, but also to continue their connection. And I want to challenge you to ask them questions, maybe just one question each class, whether it's a live online class or whether you're just giving them some assignments in Google Classroom. Ask them a question that will help them to stay connected and to see what's going on in each other's lives, even if it doesn't relate directly to the material that you're teaching. So for example, the question that I asked my students today was I asked them to tell me, this is sort of a bright side exercise, trying to look at things, this challenging situation, and find some silver lining to our clouds. And I told the students about that analogy and what it means. But today's question was, I asked my students, to tell me something fun that they have done that in the last 2 weeks that they wouldn't normally do. In other words, what is something fun that they have done because of the shelter in place orders that a lot of my students have, or because a lot of students are staying at home to prevent spread of the virus? What is something new and unique that they've gotten to do? And I got some really great answers from them. I posed this question in two ways in my level 5 math class. I actually posted it as an ask in the Google Classroom. So you can, when you're creating things, one of the things you can create is a question. So I posed this as an ask, and I had students tell me that they got to make bread with their siblings, or they got to make a hand puppet from scratch at home. One student told me that her family made homemade tortillas. So ask your students what it is that they've done recently because of getting all this extra time at home with their families that they wouldn't normally get to do, and help them to look a little bit on the bright side. I also asked the question aloud at the beginning of my world history classes. My students were starting to check in one by one and arrive in the live class. And then as the students arrived, I told them what the students who had arrived previously had said. So everybody got to connect that way before we started our world history lesson. So that's today's tip. Help your kids stay connected by asking them icebreaker types of questions and bright side silver lining types of questions to help them stay connected with each other. I also encourage you to tell your students to keep their cameras on. This is a time when we need to be seeing each other and connecting with each other, not so much tuning out. And so I reminded my students today that that's one of the purposes of keeping their cameras on during live classes, is that it's one of our opportunities to connect with people outside of our family during the day, and we don't want to miss out on that opportunity. All right, so for more tips like these, and or to register for a live question and answer session with other teachers, I want to encourage you to visit my website. It's AdventuresForYoungExplorers.com. You'll see a tab there especially for you, where you can find my entire YouTube playlist for teachers, and also sign up for the next question and answer virtual seminar if you would like to. I hope to meet some of you online. Have a great day.